Caroga. Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to keep your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Both good, important things are giving you peace.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall word, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to the members only stream for, what's today? Thursday, May 20th, 2021. May 20th, why does that day sound familiar? Would have been my aunt's 62nd birthday today. But she passed away when she was 32. So, yes, May is a checkered flag of important dates for this family. Welcome the Random Menace, Qapla, Yosef. Welcome, not Ryan Johnson, who says hello. Qapla, hail Caroga. And welcome LDG of Geeks Enjoy. So far, 3 people. Maybe we'll get more, maybe not. If anyone would like to join the panel, here is the link. You are welcome up. So, the latest update with me, still have pneumonia. Did get the echocardiogram earlier this afternoon. They came to the house. The guy did it right from the side of the bed. He can't give me the results, but he did say that it looked normal-ish to him. So tomorrow my doctor will get the report. If it's a good report, then that means that the heart remains strong, and hopefully I can continue fighting this at home. If it's not, or maybe somebody else looks at the test and they see that the heart is not strong and that there's some sort of heart failure, then I guess I'd be looking at probably going into the hospital. And we'd have to deal with the repercussions from that. I really not sure which I which I'm happier with. I mean, obviously, I want a strong heart, so that's good, but it doesn't explain then why perhaps I'm retaining fluids. But that could have been a side effect of the antibiotic I was on. So we know we didn't get any worse. We took my weight this morning. It seemed a little less than yesterday, possibly at worst the same as yesterday. So it doesn't appear to be getting worse. Though I also didn't drink a ton of water, which I need to do. I'm doing more today drinking, because even though you retain fluids, apparently you can still be dehydrated and retain fluids. It's some bullshit nonsense of how the body works. No. But to be honest, as to how I'm feeling, I kind of feel okay. If I didn't know I was sick, I would think I had a cold or something. Yeah, I have some trouble when I turn on my side. It's a bit harder to breathe. So I do know something's wrong with the lungs. But when I'm sitting up like I am right now, other than the fact that I have to have extra oxygen in, I feel just fine. And with the extra oxygen, my numbers are the same as they'd be without the extra oxygen on a normal day. So I did get the it's called I don't know, a Voldine, or the Voldine's the company that makes it. It's the thing you breathe in, or you inhale, and it tells you how much your lung volume is in milliliters. So 1,000 milliliters, I guess, is 1 liter of lung volume. It goes up to 5,000 milliliters. Now, I have never seen myself get over 1,500 to 2,000 on this. But yeah, when I first started using it yesterday, the best I could get was 750. Today I got it to 1,000. So there's definitely some lung capacity issues, which is exactly what one would expect, I suppose, when one has pneumonia, because your lung is literally partially full of liquid. So I would hope over the next few days, as I use this, it helps exercise the lung. But I'd love to get this up to the 1,500 to 2,000 number I used to get. And I would imagine once I can get there, then I probably won't need the extra oxygen. So, I wish I had better updates. I don't know when I'll go back to a normal streaming schedule. At this point, for tomorrow, I can't. I hesitate to make any promises. I honestly not sure I'll even be home. I might be in the hospital. I don't know. I hope I'm home, but I can't imagine doing a bed life tomorrow. My guess is, if all stays the same as it is today, and I don't get any worse, what I'll do tomorrow will probably just be a deer bop. We'll just go through the deer bops for the last couple weeks, and that'll be it. for tomorrow. That's
What if you feel like
oh, if I feel 100% better, then I'll do. Mama Frey says, "Oh, what if you feel 100% better?" Well, obviously, if I have a miracle cure tonight, and I'm 100% better, then I will do a full bed life tomorrow. But yeah, the optimist is fine. We can hope for bed life, but the realist says that I'd be happy if we got through a dear bot. Hello, Cinnabon Bunny. Can you hear me? I'm curious because I've been speaking and nobody has responded to anything I've said. So I mean, it looks like there's 3 or 4 people here. Hello again. Will there be a stream? What do you mean, will there be a stream? There's a stream right now. Do you not see the stream? Do you not see the stream right now? I've been streaming for 11 minutes. Seriously? Refresh? The random minutes you didn't hear anything I said? Is anyone? Are you people messing with me? Don't fucking mess with me right now, LDG. Is Bert okay? You goddamn it, you can definitely see my text messages. Not Ryan Johnson's. It's always funny when people start messing with Bert. You sons of bitches. Yeah, I'm gonna figure this out right now. What's going on, motherfuckers? Go to my own stream. Okay. Lots of laughs. So okay, it's a pretty good shot that you guys can hear me. Oh, Random Menaces, no. I don't know if I should believe him or not. Joseph.
Hi, Bert.
The
I'm on my phone and I
Oh.
don't see the stream.
Hold on. Maybe I have to put in my earphones to hear you. That makes no sense. Joseph, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I don't hear anything. I see the circle moving, but I don't hear anything. Can you type in the private chat, Joseph?
Sure. Hello.
Okay, so you said hello in the private chat.
I can
So I
hear
assume you can hear me.
you, but
I cannot hear you. Let me go to the audio test. Okay, the speakers are not working. I have to change. God damn it. Testing.
testing.
Oh,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
God damn it. I can't hear. What the fuck, StreamYard? What the F? Joseph, okay, hold on. Hold on, I got an idea. I bet I know the problem. Bet I know the problem. Okay, I'll be right back. Not now, Amazon. Okay. Pixels, you there?
Oh, I'm in. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Am I here I see Bird. Hello?
Can you hear me, Pickles?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bird.
Yeah. You give me a fucking heart attack.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just it's so welcoming to do that. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
I can hear
I'm
you.
here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear?
Okay, now it's okay. Now
The
since
problem
Wait a second,
was fucking Chrome. I was using it with my 50 tabs open. That's why I don't use it in Chrome. I always use it in Opera.
You can hear
but
Joseph?
I can hear Joseph,
good one.
and so can you.
All right,
Okay.
so the stream can officially begin now.
StreamYard.
Reset the clock.
No, did you guys not hear me for the first 11 fucking minutes?
No.
You
Actually,
you didn't hear me? You could hear me through YouTube.
I couldn't hear. I don't know what you're talking about.
there was no stream actually going on. There was still like waiting for the stream, at least on my phone.
God damn it. I was giving you guys the medical health update.
Medical health update. Okay, so you can start over with the medical health update.
Yeah. Reset the clock. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He's saying horrible things. Okay. Motherfuckers.
What? Ooh.
Okay.
Oh God, that was good. Thank you for putting the first smile on my face today.
So I still have pneumonia. I had my echocardiogram today. The doctor will get the final results tomorrow. But I did manage to get from the guy that it was normal-ish looking. So if it's normal-ish looking, that's a good thing. If my heart is good, that there's no sign of congestive heart failure, then things are good, and maybe I'll be able to manage doing the rest of this at recovery at home. If it does look like congestive heart failure, I imagine I'll probably be heading into the hospital tomorrow. Now I was also expecting them to do an EKG. They did not do that today. I don't know if they're going to do that tomorrow. I will talk to my doctor tomorrow when she calls me with the results, the official results from this echocardiogram.
Isn't everything connected to the pneumonia?
Well, that's the thing. We're not 100% sure if everything's connected to the pneumonia, or could the pneumonia be a symptom of congestive heart failure? Because in addition to pneumonia, I gained quite a bit of weight in a short period of time, without any expectation that I would. I was eating, going on my eating my regular foods. I had been fairly steady weight for a couple of years. And now Mama Prey is saying that one of my legs looks swollen. So it looks like I'm retaining fluids. That's probably why I gained the weight. Now, one of the reasons you retain fluids is heart failure, but there's also side effects, possibly from one of the medications I was taking.
That's what I wanted to say
for the
as well.
pneumonia. Yeah. Now, we took my weight this morning. It was no different than yesterday, possibly even a little less. So it's not getting worse. It got no worse between yesterday and this morning. We'll see how it is tomorrow. I do need to drink more water because I did not drink a lot of water yesterday because I was concerned about the weight. But the truth is that even if you're retaining fluids, you still got to drink water because you can still be dehydrated. It doesn't work like that. So that kind of sucks. So that's where we are. Tomorrow, unless I have some type of miracle recovery overnight, I don't think I'm going to do a full bed life. I would be happy if tomorrow I can just get through the Deer Bops. We'll just do like probably a Deer Bop stream.
Is it so many?
Well, I mean, it was 2 weeks now of Deer Bops. So, I mean, I don't think there's 100 of them, but there's definitely more than 15. Some of them I don't know. Like some of them could take 2 seconds. Some of them could take 10 minutes. Obviously I don't pre-screen them. But there's enough that I could say we'll just do it. And whether it's a 30-minute stream or an hour and 30-minute stream, it'll be what it is. And so be it. Now, if I have a great recovery tonight and I feel way better in the morning, then sure, we'll do a full bed life tomorrow. But at this point, I really can't promise anything.
And how's your oxygen doing?
Well, right now the oxygen is normal, except for the fact that I'm taking supplemental oxygen. So let's see, I'll take it right now. Most of the day it was around 95, which is fine if you're, yeah, okay. Like right now it's back at 95 and my heart rate's at 93, which is a good heart rate for me for this time of day.
This heart rate, I don't get it. It's so high actually because you are obviously in bed. How would be your heart rate if you would be like walking and moving around?
Even when I did walk and move around, it was still in the 90s. And it often goes to 100, 105, 106. It's not that I'd say till we hit like 120 would I really consider it high for me.
With 120, when I'm at 80, I'm like, okay, this is high for me.
So yeah, right now the oxygen is going back between 94 and 95, which, I mean, I have supplemental oxygen. Granted, it's set to 2, which in the scheme of things isn't a lot, but it's double what I usually have it set to. I mean, when I have needed supplemental oxygen, I've never really needed it past 1 before. So In the grand scheme of things, 2 is not,
Yeah.
a high
The
number.
question:
But
Did you check the antibiotics that you're taking if it's not one of the side effects, like retaining water or something?
well, it is. It is it's a possible side effect of the Z-Pack. Now, granted, I technically stopped taking the Z-Pack a couple days ago. I'd gone through the 5 days, but the Z-Pack half-life in your blood is 63 hours.
That's yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be a few more days before it's out of my blood. That's the whole reason that you only take it for 5 days.
And basically, when you think about it, you are going through antibiotics like through candy.
Well, I'm on, besides the Z-Pack, which I took for 5 days, I'm on another one for 10 days. What'd you say, Mom? Augmentin? Yeah, Augmentin.
Augmentin, yeah.
For another few days. So.
And those are pretty strong antibiotics, actually. Both of them.
I've taken Augmentin quite a bit over the years for random things. Greetings, 47 Yorktown.
I didn't have antibiotics right now, right, like for 2 years at least.
Isn't that special? I'm lucky if I go 4 to 6 months without being on antibiotics. I'm sure that there are infections hidden deep within my body. Like they used to see little pockets of infections to the point that they just stopped treating them because it was more of a problem than it was worth.
Interesting. Let's hope you don't need to end up in the hospital.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is trying to stay out of the hospital. If the only thing about being in the hospital is that you got doctors and nurses and right there, and generally you get at least a daily update on your case. Generally. Here, I'm not suffering, but I just worry sometimes that I don't know if we're missing something or whatever. That's the only thing I worry about.
So actually you say you would like to go, right?
No, not particularly. Because honestly, the problem I don't want to go is because it's such a miserable experience getting through the ER until I get admitted to a room. I could be 24 hours on a gurney or longer, God knows what. There's no promise that I get there and I ask for them to bring a hospital bed to the ER. That's at the discretion of the nurse in charge of the emergency room. If they're busy or she's having a bad day or whatever, she could say, fuck you, no. And even if she does say yes, there's no guarantee that there's beds available to bring it down. I got very, very lucky last time that it took like 2-3 hours and I was in a bed.
But now the situation with the virus and everything should be like down, right, in New York. So yeah. I mean that there are not like all the beds completely booked out or something.
Well, all the beds were never booked out here. even when I was in it last time, the beds were not completely booked out. Now, hopefully the restrictions are a little eased, that they can at least let Mama Pray come in with me without a giant fight on our hands. Last time it was hard to even get Mama Pray the okay to come in with me. Now we both did get a single shot of Moderna, which gives a pretty good
protection. It gives,
protection, but it's not fully protection.
It's not full protection, and the thing is, you should take the second shot. Normally it's 4 weeks, so about 6 weeks is fine.
Like 3 months is fine, from what I hear.
They now just put out some studies that you can actually sometimes it's better for some vaccines. I know that they did the test for Pfizer and AstraZeneca. And AstraZeneca, they are anyway admitting between the 10th and 12th week, so 10 to 12 weeks after the first shot. And now they did some research in UK, and they are saying as well, like 6 to 10 weeks is probably even better. But they didn't test Moderna because UK didn't vaccinate with Moderna that much, because Moderna has very limited shipments in Europe compared to Pfizer, because Pfizer is basically the only reliable supplier here. But since it's the same base of the vaccine, it should be probably pretty much the same thing.
The other thing I found out today was that like half my family got COVID. My aunt, uncle, my elderly grandmother who lives with them, their kids, everybody ended up with COVID over there. My aunt,
when, right now, or like
right now they all have
oh
it.
shoot.
My aunt and uncle were against getting vaccinated. One of their kids, one of their daughters, did get one of the 2 shots, but they have it. I don't think they have symptoms or terrible symptoms, but they're positive. They're testing positive. Now that includes my 95-year-old grandmother, which upsets me.
That's not funny. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if she got vaccinated or not. It's one thing if my aunt and uncle don't want to get vaccinated. It's another if they didn't vaccinate my grandmother.
And is there a reason why they didn't want to get vaccinated?
They didn't trust it.
Oh man.
Also, my aunt's sister has it too. I feel very bad for all of them. Now, according to my cousin, none of them are super sick. They just all tested positive. So, yeah, I don't know. My aunt, I figured would get it. I didn't even think she would hesitate, because she's a real estate realtor. So she's meeting people all the time. I figured she'd be first online once she was able to get it. Now, truth be told, they don't live in New York City, so I don't know when they may have become available to get the vaccine. It might not have been all that long ago. Because maybe they didn't have pre-existing conditions or whatever. Now, my grandmother, she would have been able for a long time. But my aunt and uncle, I don't know. Though if their daughter could get a shot, though she might work. I don't know. Maybe it's because of where she works. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm a bit concerned.
I could understand the hesitation. I could understand the hesitation, let's say 6 months ago. But when you see that basically half the population in the United States is vaccinated, that there are basically, I don't know how many. You could easily say something like 1.5 billion people already vaccinated, at least, worldwide.
Right.
And there is not like mass extinction going on. Like people
Yeah,
are not
but
dying.
I would say the devil's advocate is they're not sick now, but who knows what a year from now will bring. And that's the problem. Nobody knows because we didn't start vaccinating all that long ago because it was a new virus and we needed the vaccine immediately.
New. Yeah, you know that basically the MERS and SARS viruses, they were basically developing the vaccines for almost for not almost for over a decade. And basically what they just did right now, they rushed through the rest of the process for the coronaviruses vaccination. It's basically what they did. They got just incredible amount of money and I think Pfizer they didn't take funds, but they took their own money, and they
still,
basically shifted huge funds into the R&D, and that's why they were able to basically spit out the vaccine pretty quickly. So it's not like completely new. And as well, Moderna, they were working on the design of the mRNA vaccination style as well for about a decade as well. They just found a way.
This was a real world use for it.
A real world use for it. So it's not like those would be coming like something really completely like new. And with AstraZeneca or the Russian Sputnik or the Chinese one, they are based on the usual vaccination methods, like with basically neutered virus and everything. So yeah, and everybody was working on like a ton of money. Had like ton of money for the research, and development.
We got kind of lucky, assuming it all works out, that this was a virus that we even could make a vaccine for.
Yeah, exactly.
Because nobody knew at the time. When you have a new virus, you're never 100% sure. I mean, to people who thought, well, we would have like I'm reading up on HIV/AIDS, that there were politicians announcing in the 80s that we'd have a vaccine in 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and you know that they are testing the vaccine right now.
Well, that's one they're testing. Well, I mean, they've tested vaccines against HIV/AIDS for decades. They generally don't work.
Vaccines, because I know that there are treatments and medicaments for HIV, but they are now testing a vaccine, and I think one of those vaccines is also based on the mRNA transmitters.
Oh yeah, they've tested vaccines before, and they've ended them all early because it was
failing.
Clear they were providing zero protection. And if you Google like why it's hard to get an HIV vaccine or why it's hard to make an HIV vaccine, there's articles written about
Oh yes,
just
definitely.
how
I know. Yeah.
how different the virus is.
And how it's mutating and basically hiding and everything. Yeah.
Apparently, HIV mutates once it's in your body. So you're not just having one strain of HIV. If you get HIV, you get thousands of strains within your own body. So it's like you can't even, the fact that one medication could potentially knock out all the variants within you is difficult to believe to begin with. Although there are some medications and antivirals that do help, but
on the other hand, when you think about it, we are like how many, like 30, almost 40 years, since it was discovered. When it was discovered, something like 81, 82 were the first cases discovered of this.
Well, yeah, it had been killing people for
Yeah.
a few years at least, but
So definitely, and the research started in the second half of the 80s. Okay, so I think that in 30 plus years they should be able to come up with something, and I think the medicaments cocktail that they are serving right now to all those who contracted HIV, they are the people are just fine.
yeah, I mean, it's not a vaccine; it's more of an antiviral. But if you unfortunately did get HIV positive today, your chances of living are way, a normal life are way better than they would have been 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
This is one funny topic.
I know. Yeah, well, I'm just saying that we kind of got lucky that the virus was closer to, something we could make an mRNA or even a traditional vaccine for, rather than something more like AIDS, where we would still be just, I mean, imagine if we didn't have a vaccine at this point, and the science was saying we might never be able to make a vaccine for this.
Yeah, it would be like the Black Plague, basically. Half of the world would get it.
Places would have to decide, well, when they did enough, and they're like, well, I guess we just got to reopen and hope
and
for the best.
hope for the best, live with it. Yeah, exactly.
Those who can survive will survive.
You should put on your Saturday cinema Saturday Outbreak.
Well, this Saturday we're supposed to do Inner Space, but
you don't know
at this point.
Yeah.
Everything's on the table. I don't.
We were watching with Erica Outbreak, like I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's on Netflix, at least here in Europe. So and it's such a cast. It's literally like all the A stars of the time, with Morgan Freeman.
I'm pretty sure I saw Outbreak.
Yeah, it's about that one little monkey that brings a virus from Africa, and it basically breaks out in a small town somewhere.
Hail Caroga, hail Carlo.
And it's Rene Russo, Dustin Hoffman, not Kiefer Sutherland, but his father. Oh man, Donald Sutherland. It's literally A-listers in the cast. Good movie.
So a little topic change. Just not that I mean, just because I don't want to forget to bring it up. I thought it was I should have known. It was too good to be true. On Amazon, a 512 gigabyte USB flash drive for $22. I knew I was taking a risk, but I figured I could always return it if it was a fake drive, and it did turn out to be a fake drive. But last night, I was like, oh, I'm going to put all my Star Trek from HD, DS9, TOS, TNG, the movies, everything, all on this flash drive. And then I was going to make copies of the flash drive just in case anything ever happened to my system. I would have, and my network attached storage, I would have a hard copy. I'd have a flash copy of the episodes and the movies somewhere. But I tried saving it overnight. And of course, when I got up in the morning, even though it looked like it completed, once I tried to view any of the files, everything was corrupted. So then I had to reformat. Then I retried them one at a time. And sure enough, after about 40 to 50 gigabytes, it just started destroying, corrupting itself. So I'm guessing it was like either a 32 or a 64 gigabyte
It looks
drive.
like a 64 gigabyte drive, yeah.
Right.
With some
where they
raw,
they edited it to make it look like a 512. So
how can somebody sell it on Amazon?
Apparently very easy.
That's just.
I mean, Amazon was the one selling it. So Amazon bought it from some supplier and got suckered because they refunded it. They wanted me to mail it back, so we sent it back to them today. But
you know what?
Yeah.
Just buy an external SSD or something, and put it or HDD and put it on that one.
I've got it backed up to my network attached storage, and my network attached storage I get backed up to a separate SSD. To a separate 2 terabyte drive or 4 terabyte drive attached to the NAS, and the NAS itself is RAID 1,
yeah.
RAID 1, yeah. So even if I lost one drive, I'd still have another.
And you know what? The funniest thing is, you are afraid about losing Star Trek, which is available on basically every streaming service.
I know, but
to
I
mankind.
want my own copies, and especially the DS9 HD, which is
that one I understand. That one I understand. Yes, because it's something.
Originally, that was the whole goal. I was like, oh, I should get a 64 gigabyte drive and put DS9 HD on it. But then when I checked, I would need like 69 gigabytes. It's like, oh, well, then I'll get a 128 gigabyte drive. But I said, oh, but 128 gigabyte drive, that gives me room to put on TOS. I was like, oh, I could put TNG on it too. And I was like, oh shit. Then I was like, oh, I might as well put Voyager.
And
so
then what is it called when you need to have like the whole collection of everything Star Trek related, in one place, yeah.
So I was like, okay, 256 gigabytes. I can't fit everything. I needed like 265 gigabytes. So I was like, okay, 512. And I was going to have a lot of room.
Yeah, and then you buy something for what, $25?
Yeah, then I cheaped out on it.
Yeah. That would be
Starfleet.
a good that would be like normal price for, let's say, a 128 gig
Mhm.
USB or 64 gig USB.
Yeah. Carlos says Starfleet with backups for backups. Well, that's what I learned from Starfleet. Always have backups for your backups. I mean, I told you guys. I mean, I learned much of what I did from watching DS9, and that's why O'Brien says, "Well, that's why our backups have backups, and those backups have backups."
I was watching today again and again Way of the Warrior. I love that episode so much. I can't help myself. For me, it's the best DS9.
On BBC America, the last few days they've been doing the last few seasons of DS9, so some high quality episodes lately.
And is it with commercials or without commercials?
Well, I rewind it to 30 minutes, so whenever I hit a commercial, I can skip ahead. But technically, it's commercials.
And you are watching it on TV because why?
Because there's just something about watching it on television, knowing it's showing, it's playing. I feel like if I watch it on BBC America, then they get counted for the view.
Oh, because of that. Okay. But if you watched it like on Netflix or CBS,
I could, but then I feel like I'm wasting bandwidth if I'm not watching it.
Oh man. No, the thing is, I don't have a cable or satellite for now, I think 5 years.
I know. I think cable has got to go soon.
And
For me.
it's pretty much okay. I can't say that I'm not I have no access to TV, but it works like my sister has a cable has cable TV, and
Mm-hmm.
every single, like, the packages that she has, and every single package that she pays, she has as well access to those on the internet. So basically there is an access, and she can access it from three different systems, like three different computers. So all the TV stations are basically she has, I have as well, because she gave me the access. So I can watch it, but literally we were watching right now, during the on the weekend, a kids TV station, just because my little niece was over, and we were watching Paw Patrol and SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, if I don't watch like news, like the evening news, the 7 p.m. evening news that we have here, I don't watch TV at all, because usually I'm on YouTube or then Netflix, basically. And I canceled everything else that I had, like all other services, like Amazon, because it was just too expensive. And anyway, with every single thing that I wanted to watch, I had to buy it. So
Right.
the offering here in Europe is extremely poor in terms of programs. And now we will get probably. I think Apple still has, like, when you buy a new Apple product, you will get a 1 year subscription to Apple TV. And Erica just ordered for herself a new iPhone, literally 15 minutes ago during the stream. She ordered it because she was like, okay, but okay, it's understandable. She's running on a 4 5 year old iPhone right now, and the battery is giving up.
That reminds
So
me, I've got to cancel Apple TV because I don't. There, Not For All Mankind is over for probably a year. There's no reason to keep paying them.
Yeah, of course. So this is the thing where I said, okay, we will get probably Apple TV for 1 year if it's still like an option, and I can watch For All Mankind because I still didn't watch it, but since you are talking so fondly about it, I definitely want to watch it. And honestly, since everything is opening here, we can finally do as well something else than just sit at home. So I'm looking forward to go out and not Ryan Johnson. Bird watches everything on Caroga TV. God Emperor tier.
God damn it!
It would be probably Star Trek only, right?
What?
Caroga
the
TV.
God Emperor tier. I don't know. There might be room for Stargate in there, and other quality shows.
I just bought on Blu-ray Eureka.
Really? I don't know. I'd buy it. I don't know. It's worth buying.
It was €25 or something.
I guess.
And I don't have it on any streaming service. That's the problem, because I don't know if it's on Hulu or if it's on Amazon, but definitely it's not on Netflix. And I simply love the show. It's so entertaining. So I bought it on Blu-ray, and it's like, yay, I can watch it on Blu-ray. And it's like 18 DVDs for €25, which is definitely not bad. And the fun part is I didn't even know that they brought it up on Blu-ray. First I put it in. First I paid for it on DVDs, and then it showed me like people who buy it on buy as well that and Eureka on Blu-ray, and I was like, mother effers! Why didn't you offer it to me like in the first place, the Blu-rays?
Right.
So I canceled the order and immediately reordered the box in on Blu-rays. And the funniest thing about it is that it's in German. I mean the packaging is in German. Obviously, the languages, it's always everything is in English, and the German dub is on that as well. But yeah, but the main package, like the box, is in German. That's okay. I ordered it from Germany, so it's understandable.
It's got to be something. Being able to watch TV shows in other languages. I'll be honest. I think I'm happy that I don't have to worry about that.
You know what? It's and for me it is good that I can and even on Netflix I can switch between English and German in most cases, because obviously we fit into the region. And the funniest thing is when we have Polish available, because Polish they dub everything. Basically what they do just voiceover. Like one guy is basically translating all the characters. So you have the original soundtrack, including the voices in the background, like muted or low volume, and the one guy is just talking over it. It's so ridiculous. And they have this type of basically, is it called dubbing? forever. Like all the movies were done like this. We got the first movie that I saw like this was Terminator 2, I think, on a VHS that was a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, where basically I couldn't see a thing. I just could hear some voices. And Carlos says, I've been watching Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicle. That was
Yeah.
a good show. That was a really good show. It's such a pity that they basically canceled it after 2 seasons.
I never watched it.
It's really good. It's really good. Definitely way better than all the other movies that came after Terminator 2.
And Carlos says he saw T2 last night. T2 is going to be on the Cinema Saturday short list at some point. Now that we've seen the original Terminator.
And will you get the director's cut or the theatrical release?
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a director's cut.
Mm-hmm. There is a director's cut where there are like few edit scenes that actually make sense, and they are making some of the movie scenes actually more understandable. And the biggest thing that is added, I think, is when Kyle Reese appears in the prison in a dream sequence to Sarah.
I have to check it out.
There's the one scene, and then I remember there are like scenes where do you remember at the end of the movie, basically during the showdown when they are in the steel factory,
right?
And Terminator changes into Sarah Connor to lure John to her. Yeah, and so there is one scene where John doesn't know which one is the real Sarah Connor, and basically in the theatrical cut, you don't know why he decides to go for his real mother and not to the Terminator, and you see on the floor basically that. There is one like literally like 3-4 seconds cut out of it. When he steps on the floor, his foot changes to because he is not able to keep all the shapes that he's taking usually, and he's basically like changing into the object that he's touching in the meantime. After the destruction, after the what was it? The nitrogen. The liquid nitrogen.
I would have figured it was because he saw the mom bleeding or something, and the blood hit the floor.
Yeah,
so like that changeling.
Basically, yeah, but yeah, the director's cut is better, and it adds only like few minutes. It's not like they would add like 30 or 40 minutes. It's not Lord of the Rings director's cut version. I can tell you that when I was watching the Lord of the Rings director's cut, I think it was the third movie. The director's cut adds something like really 40 minutes to it, and it's just anyway. It was a ridiculously long movie, and then Peter Jackson just added like stuff to it, and even I was like, I like those movies, but okay, what's enough? It's enough.
I don't like the Lord of the Rings, so even the original was too long for me.
Yeah, you would be probably like Erica. She's it was at the time when we were like when we started dating, I think, and she was and I was like, okay, let's watch Lord of the Rings, and she was like, nah, and she never saw it, and it was overhyped, and she doesn't want to watch it, and I was like, you know what, give it a try. It's actually a cute movie. Yeah, it was a cute movie for her, like for the first 30 minutes, and then the other, I don't know, 3 hours I watched alone, basically with her sleeping next to me. So yeah.
Well, at least she was sleeping next to you.
Yeah. The fun part is we always basically torture each others with movies that we don't want to watch, and the other ones doesn't want to watch, and that's why I dragged her to all the Star Wars movies and Star Trek movies, and then I had to go with her and watch movies like Sex and the City and the first Twilight movie. And after the first one, I said like, no, I love you, but the line must be drawn here. This far, no further.
Oh, okay. Well, I was planning to do this till 5, so it's 5 p.m. here.
Are you going to do a normal live stream for everyone?
Not today. So if anyone else wants to stream, please do. I'll be busy for a little bit, but I'll.
Oh shit! Wait a second. I'm sorry, guys. I just missed like the last half an hour. Can you repeat what you said, Bird?
Yeah, go fuck yourself is what I said. But thank you guys for coming. I apologize doing a last minute members only stream. We're actually up to 24 members, which is pretty cool.
Which is nice.
I just wish I knew what some of the guys wanted more. I know setting times in advance, but I was afraid if I didn't get it today and I ended up in the hospital, I didn't know when I'd be able to do a members only stream. So hopefully I'm feeling better next week and I can do a scheduled members stream at some point.
I just really hope you don't end up in the hospital.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So with that, I guess we'll head out. Anything you want to say? Random minutes before we go?
Just say hi to Mom from me.
I will. Not Ryan Johnson says Bird only likes well-known sci-fi shows and movies. When he had a nerd card, it was only a junior level one. And he says, wait, LDG was here? He was so quiet you couldn't tell. LDG.
I made most of my noise at the beginning. Yeah, Bird. Backstage is open. Anyone's welcome. We got 5 people in there right now hanging out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Bird. Good members.
Sounds good. Qapla All, Bird, and Panel out.